So thank you for joining us. If you've just joined us here for this qualifying match, it's a World Cup qualifying match, preliminary round on the African continent before we go into the big pool where these lower ranked teams will link up with the higher ranked teams, 26 nations waiting for these 14 teams out of the 28 matches, home and away matches that have been taking place, of course, over the past few days. And here we are in Windhoek for this clash between Namibia and Eritrea. Eritrea never qualified for the World Cup, never qualified for the Africa Cup of Nations. They'll be looking to try and get themselves through this match and through to the next phase of qualification. It will be tough. They're away to Namibia here, of course, so that makes for some complicated football playing here away from home, but they showed fine qualities and they were looking very strong. Not great in defense, the Eritrean defenders, but up front they've got some quality players. They got players who can score goals. Ali Suleiman scoring one of the goals. They got Henrik Goitom, of course, based in Sweden, as I mentioned before. Mohamed Said of IK Sirius. Solomon, the goalkeeper. They do have a batch of players who are fully capable of creating an upset. And I think that what we've seen in the past few days with all of the results that are coming through from these fixtures here in this opening round is that anything is possible. When you see Somalia manage to beat Zimbabwe, of course, before Zim recovered to beat the Somalians back home, of course, in Bulawayo, I think that you can most definitely say that anything can happen. These are the two nations here out on the pitch with Eritrea in white, of course. We're about to hear the two anthems with Namibia playing in red tonight. Let's take a small moment and appreciate what's going on here before we get down to business, before we look at the two teams and the formations that have been designated by the two coaches. So the two anthems now have been sung, and now we're ready to get down to business. Namibia up against Eritrea. This is a match that finished 2-1 the first leg, of course. Now we enter the return match here in Windhoek, of course, in this stadium here, the Sam Nujoma Stadium. A battle that will could take the match to penalties. Of course, we could go to extra time and penalties. We don't know. Of course, if we do have an issue, then we might have 2-1. Of course, if we get 2-1 for Eritrea, then that means we will go to. This is a very interesting. The family photo, of course. They've done that before, I can see. And, yeah, we could, of course, go to extra time. This is the team then for Namibia. There's a few changes. We thought the Stephanus, the African Stars midfielder, would come in. He's on the bench today. Shalulia of Highlands. Shilongo's up front. Hotto on the left-hand side. Quality player with Fredericks. Black Africans midfielder. Shitembi on the right-hand side. The back for Horeb Lombard. Kajuakua and Ngaruka of Black Africans, with Kazapua, the goalkeeper tonight. And here are the two captains here, of course, with Shalulia and Henok Goitom, based in Sweden. Like numerous of these numerous players in this Eritrean squad, of course. And the match officials from the Côte d'Ivoire, Mr. Danon is the man in charge, along with all of his compatriots, who will be running the lines. Fourth official too. A very fine evening, 26 degrees, hardly any wind. And this is the Eritrean squad, of course, that we're talking about, which will be taking on Namibia tonight. So, as I said, lots of players who are based in Sweden. Kubram Solomon's the goalkeeper. We've got Okbai Tumsgi, Fesahai, Michael, another Jon Solomon playing in the midfield with Guma Iobate Glesi, Ali Suleiman, Goitom and Mohamed Khalid are the players who will be looking to try and go in search of a very important victory. This is a big match for Eritrea. They don't play many international matches, and because of the state, the situation back home, and of course we've got stories of players running off and just trying to stay in the country where they played a football match. It's happened in the past, of course. Here we go then. Let's get down to business here with Eritrea traveling here to Windhoek, to southwestern Africa, to take on Namibia. Namibia are a team that we've seen compete on the big stage in numerous competitions. And, well, we can see the ball going back to the goalkeeper there. And not an issue for the Eritrean goalkeeper, Solomon. That'll be a constant threat. Oh, they've stolen the ball. This is a great opportunity here. What a mistake. Oh, no. What's he done there, Shilongo? And they nearly had a second chance, but Shalalia really should have done better than that. He got the crossover, but what a mistake it was. And Shilongo at fault. You can't really believe what happened there, but already in the space of 1 minute, they get given a golden scoring opportunity there after a disastrous free ball there kicked out by Solomon. I don't know what he was up to. And that is not the best of starts, is it really, for Eritrea? They need to pull up their socks and try and get themselves back into this game. Forget about that and try and tighten things up at the back. Their coach, Ephraim Alam Seged, he said that they weren't solid in defence. We got a free kick there down the right-hand side that will go Namibia's way. And there, it's going to be taken by Limbondi. Oh, Hotto comes over. A little ball down to the right-hand side. The cross comes over from Horeb, but it's been blocked. A throw-in it is. And the men in red will have the ball back deep in Eritrean territory. They need to be a little bit more wary of their marking, be a little bit more meticulous. There's the other throw-in over the top. And he's trying to get the ball across Shalilia. Unsuccessfully on that occasion. The clearance has been made, but only as far as the Lombard, Kajuakua. This is Lombard here. Kajakua back into the midfield there, picked up by Shitembi. He'll be working hard in the midfield. He's a very, very busy man, the Rundu-born player who missed the first leg, but now he's back playing for the second match here at home. Lombard lofts the ball up towards the front line. It's headed away quite comfortably. Shitembi working really hard in the midfield. Well, the ball goes back to the goalkeeper. You can see that there's lots of pressure going in on the Eritrean defensive line. O'Hara, the Tura Magic, will be coming up quite frequently there just to try and put a bit of pressure on the midfield. He's a good wing back who has got plenty of pace. There he is, just changing flanks. Good ball over to the other side of the pitch, picked up by Hotto. And that's great work from Eritrea. I told you they've got something about them. They've got good ability to prise open defenses. The quick counter-attack, of course. And we'll see how far they go and whether or not they can get a decent effort on goal. No, they've just been pegged back marginally, back just in their own half, but working well. Good, skillful players, of course. I think that when you have to have the skills, of course, when you're coming away from home and you move up to a place like Sweden. Of course, the Swedish Premier League starts in March, finishes in November. It's a short league, of course, but very competitive with some quality teams that are playing in there, of course. Well, that was an attempt to thread the ball through. Good use of the pitch and good work in the midfield as well. Ball goes back to Johannes Vesahai. Just been cut out. Namibia are frantically trying to put a bit of pressure on the player with the ball, just cutting out that pass there to enable them to just construct from the back. They'll be quite composed on the ball, I can imagine, but they need to be meticulous as well and very accurate with their passing. They know that they can't really make too many mistakes. There's the ball coming through by Shitembi, trying to find the front man, and of course there's a chance for a shot on goal. I don't know why he didn't manage to unleash something there, because that was a scoring opportunity, and when you get them, you've got to take them. That wasn't great. The ball does come out wide once again. And there's a chance to get the ball over. He's still got the ball at his feet. Good work there from a Limbondi. And now they've managed to find some space down at the byline. The ball comes across. Great block there. And he needed to be there, Tekla Michael, because he stopped that cross from coming over. And I think there were a couple of red shirts in the penalty box with Shalulila and Shilongo. Just working very hard to find a little bit of space. Horeb with some great work there. And a good overlap. It's taken quickly. Can they get a decent cross in? Let's see what the aerial battle's like. Well, that's a good header. And again, you saw a player rising. Kajuakua with a great opportunity. Couldn't keep his header down. It goes over the crossbar and out of play. Goal kick it is for Eritrea. There's danger coming from all parts of the pitch here for Eritrea. And the Red Sea Camels need to be a little bit on their toes, of course, in the opening exchanges of this vital World Cup qualifier. There's a free kick here. Arab just taking down Ali Suleiman. And a free kick for Eritrea. Can they take advantage of this? Namibia managed to recuperate the ball, goes up into the midfield, but the Eritrean men at the back just looking quite solid. Tekla Michael just getting the ball back to Solomon, cool as you like, just to get rid of Shalulila. But they've won the ball back. Horeb working really hard, bit of space. He's got a player outside of him. Hotto down the right-hand side. Decides to get the ball out to his midfield teammates. That's good play, very good play. And there's the opportunity. Can he get a shot in the shot? Oh, it's been blocked. Good work from the Eritrean defense. They really realized that they've got to shut them down. And because they didn't manage really to do that. It was one of the goals that was scored for Namibia was an own goal after lots of pressure from Shalulila. And they need to be a little bit wary of that, of course. But at the moment, they're working really hard to make sure that the marking is good. Oh, Horeb doing really well to get a decent cross in. And the ball will go out for a corner under pressure there from the captain, Shalulila. And Namibia will have the chance to loft one in from the right side. So a corner that will be taken by Horto. 10 minutes in nearly. Just waiting for the right moment to fire the ball into the penalty box. Again, it comes off the head of one of the Namibian players, Kajuakua's second headed chance that doesn't find the right target. I don't think he expected the ball to actually hit him on the head. It came across, and I thought that he presumed that the defender was going to clear it, who did actually make a bit of contact. So couldn't really do much about that. And there's some good work there by Solomon in the midfield. It's going to be a throw-in for Eritrea. And taken and given back to Solomon, but the challenge coming in just to prevent the ball from going down the line, cut out quite comfortably by Fredericks. Down the line they go. That's not a bad ball to Goitum, but again, the Namibian defense come to the rescue and they pinch it. That's a beautiful piece of play down the left-hand side. Now look at where Hotto is. Hotto gets just screaming at his teammates to try and get the ball over to him. He was unmarked and racing up this right side, but the ball doesn't get that far. Now Namibia have the ball back in their own half, and it's Kajuakua once again with Fredericks. Back to Kajuakua. Lombard takes the ball here and across to Horeb, possibly, or upfield. No, he just lost the ball up into enemy territory. The challenge coming in there from Fasahai. And a very stiff and sturdy challenge. That's a good play. Very good play there from Ali Suleiman. He's a dangerous player, and he just draws the challenge there by Lombard and giving Eritrea their first corner of the game. They trailed 2-1 after the first match. Now they're looking to try and make it 2-2 with a goal away here in Windhoek. And the Sam Nujoma Stadium, named after the former president of the nation, of course. And let's see where this is going. Into the penalty box it goes and headed away by Lombard, but there's an opportunity, but they try and launch a quick counter-attack. Of course, Hotto will send the ball deep up into enemy territory. Look at on the right-hand side, Shalulila gets the ball. Now he's got plenty of space if he can get past his man. Can he get a shot in? No, that's a beautiful interception there. And it's just to get the ball away from Shalulila, who tried to do the Mexican flip over the top. Unsuccessfully on that occasion. You can do it once, you can't do it twice. And he's fooled and outfoxed by the Eritrean defense, which is very finely done as well, finely executed. And the ball a little bit overcooked there for Henok Goitom. Well, I'll keep you updated with all of the other results that have of the other matches taking place, or the ones that have finished as well, because we really have been very privileged to have had so many very entertaining matches in this battle to try and get through this preliminary round of World Cup qualifying for Qatar 2022. It's just been marvellous. It really has. Here we have another opportunity. Shalongo tries to control the ball, can't find a way forward, decides to go back. That's a good ball out wide, and it's been picked up by Horaeb. Horaeb tries to get past his man, but Fasleh, he does a really good job, and just to get rid of the ball and clear it. It's Filmon Tumagi, in fact, who just comes to the rescue. And a corner that will be sent over by Limbondi. There it is at the front post. Oh, flashes past numerous players. Comes to Hotto there, who again lofts the ball up towards the penalty spot. It headed away once again by an Eritrean defender. Hotto has the ball back, gets his crossover. It's been poorly controlled there by Fasahe, who just gives the ball back to this Namibian team, who have a corner over on that far side. And dancing over to take it, we have Libondi, who will try and send over a sumptuous effort into the penalty box in a bid to try and find the back of the net. There's the delivery. It's headed away at the front post. No serious issues there, but they win the ball back. Namibia really dominating possession at the moment. Get the impression that Eritrea just focused on counter-attacking, but they haven't really had the best spells of possession, of course. They're just under pressure, and they're unable to latch and link up with their forwards up front. The ball does go back and picked up there by Vitapia. By Johannes Herman Feshai. Getting the names right. And that's a good piece of skill. I don't know if he meant to do it. Shalalia gets the ball over to Horaeb of Tura Magic. Good control here. Decides to get the ball back to a teammate. And here he is, Lombard, who gets the ball back to Kazapua, the goalkeeper. They reset and start once again, but from the other side of the pitch. Oh, the ball just squirms underneath the defender over on the far side. First chance cross coming through, and there's a shot. It's a great shot as well, but it was directed at the goalkeeper, Solomon, and he saw it coming, so it didn't really fool him, but just turned on a 5-cent piece. That was beautifully done, and we got a free kick for Eritrea. Deep in Namibian territory. That was a very stern challenge there coming in from Kajiokua to bring down Henok Goitom, who the captain, and they will now see if they can exploit this opportunity and get themselves a decent shot on goal. It's from a little bit far out at the moment, but you never know. The free kick here with Mohamed Sayed of Ike Sirius, just teeing the ball up with an attempt to try and maybe pick out a teammate, or maybe he's going to go direct for goal. You got the two options there. The way that he's standing, it looks as though he's going to just loft the ball into the path of one of his teammates, Kazapua, the goalkeeper. There it is, just on the side of the goal, but it's gone way over the top of the players and his teammates. Goes out for a goal kick, and the danger has been diffused quite swiftly there. The ball goes out to the left-hand side, and this time Namibia starts marching upfield from the on that far side there, in a bid to try and keep hold of possession. It's been a pretty solid performance so far from Namibia, but they're not finding it that easy against Eritrea. The control there from Horaeb. Can he get a decent cross? And the cross is pretty good. The clearance is not amazing, and they've now got well, numbers up field and waiting to try and penetrate and push through once again to create those scoring opportunities. The ball comes out wide, picked up here by Shetembi. And that's a beautiful ball, maybe a little bit too daring. Just pushing through to try and pick up Shilongo, but it was well read there by Solomon, who just rolls the ball out to Tekla Michael, who will try and move upfield with a little bit of help from Solomon, his midfield partner in crime. 18 minutes gone, and far and few scoring opportunities in this battle here in Windhoek so far. It's the second leg of the preliminary 2022 World Cup qualifying campaign for Africa in their bid to try and get them just one step further, of course, to Qatar 2022. And who knows, there's an opportunity for every African nation. We've seen some stranger things happen. Goitom gets knocked down, it's going to be a free kick, and that is a wonderful situation to be in. And Eritrea, as I said, one of the lowest ranked teams in the world at 202 at the moment, 202, 203, I think. Maybe Somalia are 203, but they will climb up the rankings after that 1-0 win against Zimbabwe in the opening match of their qualifying campaign. Despite the fact that they did actually get eliminated finally by Zim, who just showed us what they're capable of doing, of course. A bigger team in Africa with plenty of experience and quite a lucrative CV in terms of competitions that they played in. But Eritrea, well, they could produce a surprise. This is for a free kick for them to try and level up at 2 goals apiece. And Henok Goitom, based in Sweden, just like most of these players, just standing on this, waiting to take this free kick as Mr. Danon of Côte d'Ivoire gives the green light. There's the shot coming in. Oh, it's not bad. It's a fine free kick indeed, but it's just a little bit too high and wide. It doesn't even rattle the crossbar, but didn't he strike that well? And there you go. That's just a little taste of what they're capable of doing. All of these players that are based in Sweden, littered around this the North Africa, the North European country, of course. But at the moment, of course, the Premier League is not actually in action. It kicks off in March, of course, because of the winter and the cold winter. Wait until the ice starts and the snow starts to melt before they can actually get out onto the pitch and start playing their regular season, which runs through until November. Well, that ball just gone out of play, but the good idea there with Limbondi just Ngaruka charging down that left side. Couldn't keep the ball in play. It's going to be a throw-in for Eritrea. Long ball upfield, an opportunity. Goalkeeper has to come out, but he doesn't get any air. And it's been tidied up there quite comfortably there by Shetembi. And the ball does go back finally to Kazapua. A little bit more composed, of course, Namibia, just because of their experience. They're the 30th best team in Africa, ranked 121 in the world. So obviously there's a bit of a difference, as you can imagine. Just from the football that they actually play, they've got a league that functions and is, you know, very pretty good league, of course, with numerous players that decide to go and play in South Africa or Zambia, of course, and other Premier Leagues across Eastern Africa and South Africa, of course. But that's a very good ball, a good opportunity. This Horeb is really looking dangerous down this right side. And I think that just to have continuity with your football league, that just knowing that you can play week in, week out is obviously enables you to become a better football player. Over the years, of course, in Eritrea, there have been a few issues regarding that. So Now there's the league works really well, of course, and they've got some good teams who have played in the Champions League in the past, and they've managed to get themselves into the big competition. I'm talking about the the Red CFC, of course, 2001, managed to get themselves into the Champions League. Got to the first round, didn't get past that, but 12-time winners of the Eritrean Premier League. Played in the Ethiopian League at one point. That was before the start of the 90s. But now they've got their own league and it's working really well. This is a chance. This is for Namibia as the ball is lofted over into the penalty area by Hotto, taken well by Solomon. No issues there. Rolls the ball out to another player called Solomon and into the midfield as they work and try and get themselves the quick counter-attack. It's been foiled and foiled quite comfortably there. Over on that right side, Horeb working his magic and just backtracking over to the left-hand side. And the ball goes out for a throw-in. It'll be picked up and taken by Okbe over on that far side. Well, that's been, they've just given the ball to Namibia. Can he get a shot in? Oh, it's a beautiful strike. Namibia take the lead. And a brilliant drive into the corner. There you have it. And it's Limbondi who finds the back of the net. And a beautiful finish, but an absolute shambolic defensive blunder. They really didn't know what they were doing at the back. It was a ball that came across and, well, no one really went for it. And there you have the Brave Warriors taking the lead and taking the lead in fine fashion indeed. Limbondi, the man behind the strike, just getting himself away from his defender and drilling the ball into the corner to offer Bobby Samaria and his team a 1-0 advantage. And we saw a defensive blunder in the first leg, of course, and I think that we knew that it was they needed to tighten things up, and even Ephraim Alemseged was talking about the defensive frailties and how important it was to just tighten things up and communicate a little bit better. And there you have, the proof is in the pudding. They've really found themselves kicking themselves once again in the return leg after that blunder there. Now, it wasn't the best way to give the ball to one of your teammates, especially there. Well, they need to react now as Namibia lead 3-1, very much in the driving seat of this qualification match, and looking to try and just book their place in the next round. There you have Limbondi's 25th minute goal is puts Eritrea in command of this fixture 3-1. They have a solid cushion here early in the first half, or midway through the first half. It's going to be a throw in here. It will be taken by Fasahai, who will try and get the ball into the penalty box, maybe waiting for some support. He's going for the long throw. There it is, and there's a chance for a shot. It's not a bad effort as well, just coming in there, and why not? I think that you've got to take whatever you can, and Gamurme was there, and he saw that the ball was just bobbling in front of him. Have a pop at goal. Why not? Just 23 years of age, a lot of youngsters in this squad. We've even got, when you actually look at Ali Suleiman, he was just born at the start of the new millennium, of course, just 19 years of age. Players with a great future, of course, and even Farsahe, just also 19. So youngsters, they just need more experience, I think, as the ball comes out to Limbondi, who tries to get a decent crossing, but that is not exactly what he wanted to do. Out of play. Goal kick it is for Solomon, the Eritrean goalkeeper. Limbondi now playing for Tigers Windhoek, signed from Oshakati City. And that's the throw in that's taken to pick out Shitembi. Shitembi will be working in the midfield. He'll go. There's no specific designated place for him. He'll be roaming in the midfield and working the left down over on the left and right hand sides, of course, in the midfield. He does put in a lot of work, of course, just to make sure that he just fills the gaps and just clamps down those Eritrean midfielders to win the balls. Very energetic player indeed, the Rundu-born right midfielder. Sorry about the small technical error. We're back in business here as we reach the 30-minute mark. You haven't missed too much. We've got a goal already. Namibia taking the lead in the second leg through Limbondi, the Tigers' windhook midfielder. And, well, again, Eritrea's defense just a little bit lackluster, unable to really deal with the Namibian forwards. But again, they're just making little errors. Slick play there from Shitembi. Oh, they love this, don't they? This is just poetry in motion. Gets the ball over to Fredericks. And a switch of flanks as the fans start to just liven up this fixture as they produce energetic support and to try and usher their nation through. There's a chance for a second goal here. Oh, the ball comes across. It's been kicked away there by Tekle Michael. And the opportunity there for Shitembi to find the back of the net. Well, just missed out there, but wasn't a great shot. You could see that the ball was just kicked away. Well, it was deflected away, really. But there's most definitely danger every time that Namibia put themselves in a good attacking position. A corner over on the far side now for the men in red. The Brave Warriors looking to battle their way through this first half and just increase their lead. There's the delivery. Oh, it's a beautiful header off the crossbar. Bangs and rattles the woodwork. Shilongo, the Tigers' windhook teenager, just 19 years of age, with a beautiful rise to the occasion header that smashes into the woodwork and goes behind the goal. Solomon let off the hook, and a goal kick it is. Final 15 minutes, not a great effort there to get the ball to Hotto, who's been pretty hot down that right-hand side. The ball falls to Horeab, well threaded through by the midfielder, Hotto. They're working well together. Hotto trying to get his cross over near the byline. Takes a deflection, and a little apology to a photographer there, just behind the paint, who just gets the ball kicked into his leg, I think. Nice gesture there coming from Hotto. Shitembi puts it on his left foot. Oh, there's a chance, plenty of space, plenty of space! It's a rasping drive there from the edge of the penalty area, but I'm afraid that Lombard's effort, well, doesn't find the back of the net. Limbondi again, in fact, who got on the end of that. Acres of space. He had enough time to make a cup of tea. One touch but he just couldn't keep it down. Solomon sends the ball up into enemy territory. There's a flick on there coming through Ali Suleiman. And again, Namibia keep hold of the ball, but there's a free kick that's going for the Red Sea Camels. Now the organising of the defensive positions at the back by Bobby Samaria's team looks pretty well organised. There it is, that's a good ball through, it's a very good ball. The block there by Ngaruka was sensational, just preventing Solomon from doing anything. And he may have picked up a little bit of cramp, the referee allowing the game to go on, but I think that Solomon was going over just to give him a helping hand to get him back up onto his feet. Nice gesture, wins the ball back as well. Solomon, the midfielder, ball's passed out to the right-hand side. The delivery of the cross met by Ngaruka. I think it's going to be a throw-in rather than a corner over on that far side. Taken quickly, Solomon, and the ball into the penalty area. There's a chance for a shot. Now Eritrea, if they can find themselves and get the shot in, that was a nice piece of skill there by Mohamed Said, but just showed a little bit too much of the ball finally. It comes out wide. Hotto, they love him. They love him here in Windhoek. He wants the ball back as well. Oh, he's done well, Shalalia. A little bit of lady luck on his side, but coming back to defend in vociferous fashion is Tomegi. And the cover play was very good. Horeb of Tura Magic waits for a little bit of support, a little bit of movement there from Shilongo. That's a little bit too tight for two players to play 1-2s. That's great play, that is, from Henok Goitom. And Goitom, then the ball gets sent up into enemy territory, blasted away logically from the centre-back, Kaji Okua. Couldn't really do too much with that. He knew that he had to get rid of it. This is great play from Goitom as well. And a sensational pass, and that control, not brilliant. That's a very stern challenge there. He came flying in Ngaruka, just bringing down Okbay. And Abiel Okbay just a little bit winded there, I think. Oh, his teammate obviously knows what he's doing there. I don't think Okbay does, but yeah, he's definitely he's been winded there. Well, he obviously knows what he's doing because he's back up on his feet in no time. And Abiel Okbay and his teammates now have a free kick in a, well, let's say a goal-scoring position. Let's see what they can do with this. Jon Solomon with the free kick. It just takes the deflection off, I believe it was Fredericks, the Black Africans midfielder. Probably one of the oldest players on the pitch at 27. A lot of youngsters in both of these teams, of course. Lots of changes, especially since Ricardo Manetti left. There's a header at the front post. It's been given straight back. And that's a beautifully taken cross there. It was kind of a shot cross, wasn't it? But Kazapoa saw it coming. It's a shame that Eritrea didn't put a player on the goalkeeper as it came in, because that could have fooled him. It didn't outfox him finally. And the Brave Warriors keeping a clean sheet as we approach the last 8 minutes. The last 7 minutes of the first half here in Windhoek, capital of Namibia. Bit lucky there, I think. Tumsky There's a chance there. If a little bit more movement off the ball, I think they need the Red Sea Camels. Tumsky with a... it was just an aimless upfield ball that really didn't go anywhere, apart from to Kazapua's hands. Not really what you want to target. Shitembi. Well, Shitembi trying to be a little bit too skillful there. Loses possession. They need to be careful. These are the kind of moments where they really have to be careful. That's not a good pass back from Jon Solomon. And the protection of the ball was good. Knocked off his feet by Fredericks. And Mohamed Said just goes down, offering Eritrea another free kick down this left side this time. And dancing upfield to take this free kick is Tekla Michael. Robel, Tekla Michael. Let's see if Goitom Suleiman can latch on to this. Ali Suleiman scoring in the 65th minute to score that that home goal, of course. Pouncing on a loose ball. Eritrea, that's neat. Very well delivered, isn't it? Just in front of all of the defenders, cleared. And a little bit of chaos there, just in the penalty box. But I thought that was well played there by Tekla Michael. Now they've got a corner, Eritrea. The delivery is good once again, headed away by the centre-back Ngaruka. And quick counter by Namibia. If they can get the ball up, they need to be careful. Hotto's got a fine set of skills. He knows what he's doing. He's cool. Horeb. Oh, he likes to go on a bit of a wander, doesn't he? The right back from Tour of Magic. There he is, picking out Limbondi. Back to Shalila, who's coming back to work with the midfield before he'll go on a bit of a dance upfield. Guaranteed. Lombard. Shalila. That's a good ball over to Horeb. And a decent cross in the penalty area. Oh my word, that would have been a beauty if it had found the back of the net. And there he is, Shalila, just over on the far post there, waiting for the perfect delivery. He got it, but he couldn't keep it down. The Highlands man unable to smash that past Solomon. Sometimes you just want to hit it immediately, but there wasn't much time there, so it was all about preparation of the volley before it came over, and he just didn't get his angles right. Wasn't far off, don't get me wrong, and it was a fine effort, but if it's not on target, then it's deemed as a failure. Tekla Michael, the set-piece specialist, chips the ball into the penalty area. There's 3 Namibians just waiting patiently to clear that quite easily. Oh, that's good work, Shitembi again. He goes looking for the ball. Just look at the work that he puts into his performance and how he gets rid of his markers. That is smooth, very smooth. The ball's gone through, but the goalkeeper might have that, Solomon, under a little bit of pressure. But Shalila couldn't get there in time. Missed a few scoring opportunities. Shalila last in the first leg. Probably be kicking himself because he knew that he should have buried them. That match in Asmara, of course, favourable for the Brave Warriors in the end, but there weren't too many rooms for mistakes. They just love what they're doing. It's Hotto and Shitembi who are a couple of the stars in this Namibian squad, but it's the national sport, football, of course, so when they see some silky skills being played at home in their own backyard, then I think that they just pour praise on all of their technical stars. We've also got Willie Stefanis, who's on the bench. We've got players in this Namibian squad who will be coming on a little bit later on, of course. As they go in search of another goal just before half-time. Currently leading 3-1, 2-1. That's a nice little 1-2. Oh, beautifully cut out. There's the challenge, and it's a very good challenge there to clear the ball, I must admit. And that was coming from Fasehe. Now, don't play with fire if you're going to take the ball out, but this player knows what he's doing, Henok Goitom. Goitom actually born in Solna, which is a district of Stockholm. Played in Spain, he's played pretty much everywhere. He's a great player and one of the oldest players in this on the pitch at 34. But he's still got some fine scoring abilities, of course. Now, that's a good play, very neatly done. Just couldn't keep the ball away from the defender. And that was a lovely little turn and roll. Ball goes back to the same man. Here he is, nice change. Oh, it's Goitom! Oh, it's in the back of the net as the goalkeeper smothers it. Kazapua couldn't hold it with the first time, but Henok Goitom with a great scoring opportunity. First of all, that turn was just top-notch. And I tell you, at 34, you can still do that. That's brilliant. 1 minute of added time before we take a break. Henok Goitom, so eager to score a goal, and with that kind of skill set, you just expect him to find the back of the net. Played for the Sweden and the 21s team 13 occasions, and then just decided that, well, it was all about playing for Eritrea, the country of his parents, of course. Made the request in 2015. This is great play, very good play from Ali Suleiman, and he's the youngster, just getting knocked over there and kind of pushed off his feet by Shalalia, the captain. And the 19-year-old having his run ended prematurely. Tekle Michael will take it. Oh, he wants to take it quickly before the Namibian defence is back in position. 7 or 8 players back in defensive position. That's a high ball over the top. Oh, it's a good opportunity. That's the shot. Oh, Salomon, good save there coming in. And the goalkeeper's out, Kazapua. Now they got the chance to get a decent cross in. There's the shot coming in. Oh, it's just, the flag's gone up, in fact. And he was offside, I think, Oyon Solomon. But Kazapua doing well. Did do well. Did very well. And there's the half-time whistle blown by Monsieur Danon. It is 1-0 for Namibia on the night. 3-1 on aggregate. Limbondi's 25th minute goal has just added a little bit more pressure on Eritrea. They came here hoping that they could overturn the 2-1 advantage that took place in Asmara, the capital of Eritrea, over in the Horn of Africa. But, well, they've got a mountain to climb in the second half. 1-0 for Namibia. Time for a break. Second half coming up very soon. Don't go away. Welcome back to the Sam Nujoma Stadium in Windhoek for the second half of this second leg in the preliminary round of World Cup qualification for Qatar 2022. Limbondi's 25th minute. Drive into the corner past Solomon, the goalkeeper of Eritrea, separates these two teams in this leg. Otherwise, it's a 2-1 advantage for Namibia after the first leg that took place in Asmara. Eritrea, well, not very tight in defence. That was that enabled Limbondi to just pounce on a loose ball and strike home from inside of the penalty box. Otherwise, another defensive blunder in the first leg. Saw them go 2-0 down after a goal that was initially scored there in the first match, of course, that separates the two teams. And I think that we need to understand that this Eritrean team, well, they're not playing competitive football very often. Last match was in 2015 against Botswana. And they lost 3-1. Ball picked up by Shilongo, who plays his football in Egypt, of course, for Ismaili. A team that we often see in the Confederations Cup. Oh, the communication breakdown there between Shilongo and his teammate Ngaruka, preventing them from linking up down this near side. Fasahai down the flank, picks the ball up, tries to fire the ball up towards his front man, one of them anyway, Mohamed Said, IK Sirius player. Lombard, Kajekua, 33 years of age, one of the linchpins in this defensive line at the back. It's a good ball into the midfield, picked up by Hotto. And they've given the ball away. Oh, they've won it back. There's the skill set from Shalalila. He's such a star. The flag goes up. Shilongo's at offside position. And the fans really enjoying those moments where they push forward. He carried on playing Shilongo. He picks up a yellow card for that. And he'll probably claim that he couldn't hear the whistle because of the fans, which is not a bad thing, of course, but because they've got the support behind him and his team. And Namibia coming into this clash on the back of two matches that they played against the Comoros, which are qualifiers for the African Nations Championship, which will take place next year, normally in Cameroon. But there's also rumours, and I say rumours because CAF have yet to decide whether or not it'll take place in Cameroon or even Algeria. That's a great ball. It's an opportunity for Shalalila. Shalalila! Oh, that was just a sitter. Shilongo was on the end of it, but he just couldn't steer the ball into the goal there. The delivery was sumptuous. And the quick move down the left-hand side with Shalalila was just brilliant. How about that for a cross? It couldn't have been better. Shilongo at fault there. High ball over the top towards Jon Solomon. Lombard at the back. Little dummy there, cheeky dummy, but didn't fool Fasahai. Neatly done, and a good ball over to this right-hand side. Let's see what the delivery's like. Well, it's blocked. And it's been kept in by Okbay. Long-range effort, no. Just teeing the ball up once again. That's a good through ball. That is sumptuous. That's really neatly done. Couldn't get himself the shot, though, Jon Solomon. And a Namibian defender just prevents it from going in its rightful journey towards goal. Oh, hey, you can't have it all your own way. Shalulila. He's got the best name in world football as far as I'm concerned. Just rolls off the tongue. Going to be a throw in it for Eritrea. There's the delivery. Well, it's all picked up over on that far side, taken forward there by Shotembi. Upfield. And he's gone down, but that's going to be a free kick right on the edge of the penalty area. And Peter Shalalila going down very close to being a penalty. A little bit too physical for the Highlands Park man. Now, what will they go for from the edge of the penalty box? Got to go for goal, I think. Forget about a lofted ship towards one of your tall teammates. Go for goal. And they've most definitely got the ability. Dion Hotto, Bidvestwit's player in South Africa, of course, will be looking to try and drill this in. Hotto goes for goal. There it is. It's a good shot. Oh, there was a defender in position to head the ball away, and he did a good job as well, coming to the rescue. At the back was Tukleski. Shatembi's there, but Hotto will take it logically. Two Eritrean defenders back in, or players back in position. There's the effort. Oh, headed away at the front post. It's going to be a throw in this time. Delivery was good, dangerous.
Namibia. Coming off, jersey number 9, Benson Chilongo.
Oh, Shilongo's going off, in fact.
Jersey number 14, Jocelyn Kamatuka.
And Kamatuka comes on to replace him. There's the oh, it's not a great header. Dion Hotto goes in search of the ball there. Oh, he wins the corner as well. I think it's a corner. Oh, no, it looks like it's the throw-in. Which goes on the wrong side of the corner flag. Jocelyn Kamatuka coming on, as you heard, for Shilongo, the Ismaili forward. So Shalulila with Kamatuka. That's good play at the back, needed to be good as well. Kajiakua. Could see Eritrea try and get themselves a goal back. That's a nice little flick. It's neatly done. And a change of flanks there, but not a great ball, was it? You just see that the Namibian defenders back in position with this man here, Ngaruka, Black Africans. A little bit lucky there with the ball coming across. It's cleared by Kajiakua. Centre back. Kamatuka coming on to more of a midfielder rather. Oh, that's neatly sneaky play there. Just holding off the Namibian midfielders, defenders. Slipped across to the other side by Tekle Michael. That's very well played. Plenty of space. Well played by Solomon. That's a good ball, but there's no one at the far post. A little bit frustrated there, Okbe. Thought maybe he could pick out one of his teammates with a first-time effort, but lacking players in dangerous positions. Kamatuka, former SK Windhoek player, African Stars, United Africa Tigers, now playing for Cape Umoya United in South Africa, of course, in the National First Division. The takeover of Platinum Stars FC, of course. That's a good piece of play, isn't it? Well, bullish style through the middle. Steals the ball, tees it up, unleashes a rifled shot, but it's not on target. But plenty of credit there coming from Fredericks, the Black Africans midfielder. Just came in like a tropical storm. Jon Solomon on his own. Needs a little bit of assistance. Not a brilliant ball, is it? Can't really do that much with that Henok Goitom. And the clearance finally made up into enemy territory, headed back to the goalkeeper, Solomon. Eritrea not had their last word just yet. Very happily fighting away and seeking opportunities and trying to move the ball quite quickly. This Namibian defence is just preventing them from doing what they want to do. And the likes of some quality play by this man, Dion Hotto, working with the ever-dangerous Shatembi and Shalulila. All very skillful players. Oh, that just wasn't ideal, but they've won the ball back. Oh, they just boxed in, not too much space, doing well. Goitom picks the ball up. Solomon needs to move a little bit quicker. He's got the skill set, hasn't he? Played in Spain, Italy. Oh, that's neatly done. No, that's a good ball out to the left-hand side. Can he get a shot in? Needs to get a shot in. Can't keep it down. And that's just disappointing. But at the same time, it's confidence building, I suppose. Ali Suleiman was unleashed the shot at the very end. Nice positioning on the pitch, just over on that left-hand side. But the way that Goitom just opened up that midfield was straight out of the top draw. Brilliant play. Free kick for Namibia. Oh, it's been a bit of a fumble there. I think there was Kamatuka just clashing with Solomon. It wasn't intentional, it was just the way that the ball bounced up. He's fine, the referee's okay with that. Well, the other matches that have been taking place, of course, we have 14 nations who are battling their way through this qualification phase, and Malawi, Botswana. Malawi have beaten Botswana 1-0. Gerald Phiri's late penalty, sending the home team in Blantyre through a very tight affair. It's a new national record, but racking up a third successive clean sheet in World Cup prelims. And Djibouti eliminating Eswatini. It's goalless in the second leg, 2-1 after the first leg for Djibouti. That's only the second time that they will participate in the second round. And it's going to be a free kick for Eritrea here. 2-1 at the final score. Zimbabwe, oh, that was just such an enthralling battle taking place between Zimbabwe and Somalia. Got to give credit to Somalia and what they did. Although I think the flag went up there for Kamatuka. Beating Zimbabwe in Djibouti 1-0. Commentated that game, and it was just incredible. A remarkable victory for a country that just doesn't get to play much football and hardly ever gets to play any football back home. And it was 3-2 on aggregate, but 3-1 in Bulawayo at Barbersfield, which is a stadium I absolutely love. 77 minutes of Somalia steadily resisting Zimbabwean attacks, full goals and some crazy closing football that was played. Just wonderful. And Karma Billiot's unstoppable stoppage time effort. There's a good ball. I think the flag is down. The flag is up, in fact. Again, Kamatuka just too quick out of the blocks. Oh, they're playing with fire at the back. Need to just put their foot on the ball and just try and calm things down a little bit. Sierra Leone, the other teams going through: Ethiopia, Tanzania, Equatorial Guinea, hosts of the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations, Liberia. These are all nations who are looking to try and qualify. That's not a bad ball, is it? Well, again, still with the ball at their feet. Here's Shatembi. Shatembi's. Oh, oh, I love it. The acrobatics bring it on. Namibia are just providing us with a footballing feast up front. I'm afraid that Kamatuka are unable to finish that off. Oh, the overhead. That's one way to thrill your home fans. The back header that just drifts a little bit too far away from Kamatuka. Need to get rid of the ball at the back. They know that there's... oh, that's dangerous play. Well, he's been lucky there, I must admit, Lombard. Just getting the ball back to Kazapua, the Maccabi, former Maccabi player. No, he plays for Maccabi now, former Highlands Park player. In South Africa. Ethiopia scoring an important away goal against Lesotho. 1-1 the aggregate score. Oh, this is cheeky play from Hotto. Hotto's delivery! Taken well by Solomon. Hanging in the air, and the goalkeeper had to come out. Otherwise, there would have been one or two players very keen to latch onto that. The work over on that far side continues. We've got, we're nearly halfway through the second half now. Eritrea would love to get themselves a goal. They would love to get themselves a rare international goal. Big match, of course. Bobby Samaria will be keen to get... In fact, his mission is to get his team on a good run in the 2020 Chan that will take place. Well, that's going to be a free kick. Next year, the African Champions League and Confederations Cup matches will begin late November start of December instead of January and February, which was the case this year. And the African Nations Championship will take place either, well, normally it's going to be in June. I think that CAF will decide on that pretty soon. Nicely done. That's well done, well picked up there with Fredericks working hard, but Dion Hotto unable to keep that ball in play. Throw in it is for Namibia, picked up by Fredericks, the midfielder. Black Africans. Goes back to Lombard. Kazapua dominating possession. Looking comfortable on the ball. Not really giving Eritrea the chance to play. Very good play to get the ball out wide to Ngaruka. Ngaruka gets the ball back to Kamatuka. Kamatuka, change of flanks again. They're looking very composed here. Long-range effort, and it is a long-range effort, but it's scuffed, and it goes wide. Friendly fire. Well, they got plenty of space in midfield. Oh, he just loves it, doesn't he? And Shatembi is just a dream player. Missed the first leg. He was on trials in Germany. And, well, he's just a quality player with a fine set of skills. We've got a little issue. Hopefully we'll get the images back in a few moments. Got the images back, no goals scored. You didn't miss anything, don't worry about it. We got 22 minutes to go. There's a little infringement there, I think, with a handball offence. Eritrea pick up the scraps. They got a free kick at the back. They'll be taken by Tekla Michael, who's the set ball specialist. And dead ball specialist, excuse me. Here he is with the ball looking to try and fire up field. Let's see if he picks out one of his front men. No, it falls to Ngaruka. Oh, on that occasion, Shatembi losing the ball there, Petra Shatembi. Ball comes out wide, here's Solomon. Solomon gets the ball back, there's a chance for a shot. He gets a double chance, but his second effort blocked as well. And a little bit annoying there for Eritrea because, well, it was good work down the right-hand side with Jon Solomon once again. Getting a bit of space down that right flank and pulling the ball back across field, but the connection wasn't good enough just because the Namibian defence is well organised at the back. Kajukua and Lombard, these guys, real stalwarts. And communicating very well. Here's Dion Hotto. Namibia, that's nicely done. Hotto with plenty of space, gets a good cross in. It's a little bit too high and flies over his teammate there. Shalolila. Well, they switched positions momentarily, Kamatuka and Shalolila. There's one Eritrean player who really is turning heads in world football at the moment, the 19-year-old midfielder and playmaker, Tesfaldet Teki. Joined Ghent until 2020 in Belgium, but grew up in Sweden. And also being, well, that's going to be a free kick. Just against Ngaruka. And Alexander Isaac as well being courted by Real Madrid. These are two players who are really on the radar in a big way. And there's also the Eritrean Dutch-born player. This is a high ball over the top. There's a chance for a shot going in, but there's a foul committed there by Goitom. He goes down, having just showed off his physical prowess amongst those Namibian defenders. He'll need to take that back in the penalty box, I think. Yeah, Henos Asmelash is the other player. Plays for Den Haag. Well, we got about 18 minutes remaining here in Windhoek, the capital of Namibia. It's the men in red, Bobby Samaria's team, the interim coach, caretaker coach, who's in charge of this team that's ranked 121 in the world. In control, 1-0, goal from Limbondi in the 25th minute to make it 3-1 on aggregate. Dion Hotto back into the midfield, picked up by Fredericks. And out wide here to Ngaruka. Back out to Hotto, switched flanks. That's what they're good at, shuffling the positions. But you won't really make many inroads by making passes like that. Very poor indeed. Well, the foul going against Ayob. And we might have a substitution, I believe. So Ngaruka goes off, the Black Africans player solid at the back, placed by Willie Stephanus in midfield, of course. African Stars player, 24 years of age. Well, that's a very ambitious ball down there towards Jon Solomon down the right side. You can just see the work that Hotto puts into his game. Back covering that right corner there and marking Solomon all the way, protecting the ball as it went out for a goal kick. That's a decent ball upfield. Here's Stephanus with his first slice of action there. Well marked by Tekla Michael. But there's no one there. That ball coming over and a chance for a shot on goal, but an acrobatic clearance from Tumsky. is Horeb, very active in the first half. A little bit less in the second, but Kamatuka, as his cross slams into Tumsky. Throw in it is, Shitembi. A good strong defensive clearance there, just taking the ball out. Now there's a bit of action here with Solomon. That's a good ball behind him. He's got a player a little bit too slow. Goitom's too slow there. Now they're in danger. Now there are options. Shalalila gets the ball out wide. It's been picked up there by Stefanos. He's got two players. Can he get past them both? I don't know. I think no is the answer to that. Dispossessed quite easily by the Eritreans. That's good cover, isn't it? Hotto, outstanding play from the Bivesovitz man. Shitembi. Well, it's good running, isn't it? It's good running. He's going to go all the way. Can he get the ball out wide? That will be a free kick. Oh, the flag goes up. Is that a free kick? Did he get knocked off the ball? Surely. Should be a free kick for Namibia. Great piece of running. No, this is strange. Well, obviously there was some kind of foul committed on the Eritrean player. Kamatuka, possibly. And here they go again. Shitembi. Shitembi's been pulled back. Doesn't bat an eyelid. Doesn't perturb him. Oh, nice. Not a great header there, I'm afraid, by Limbondi to get the ball back to one of his teammates. That's Solomon, working well with Goitom. Goitom with the ball at his feet. That's better. Is the flag down or up? The flag stays down, but solid defensive play. Now is an opportunity for Eritrea. The long-range effort, that's not a bad effort, really. Well, it just got... It had its venom extracted, really, with the deflection. Okbey with the effort. And here we have Shitembi. Oh, danger. The fans. It's like they're all on a roller coaster ride. And there's a drop after every corner. Limbondi, the goal scorer, through the middle to pick up Shitembi. Shitembi splits the defense. This is better. Great play. Surely it's in the back of net. Great save there from Solomon, from Shalalila. And that was nearly in the back of the net, but beautifully constructed. And it's not over yet. They're on that far side. Kamatuka doing well. But the clearance at the back by Tekla Michael, offering a throw-in for Namibia, but there's a player down. And he will need a little bit of assistance. Bit of an ankle chop scenario for Fasahai. He's fine. Shake it off, boy. Throw-in it is over on the far side with just over 10 minutes to go. Well, the scoreline looks like it was a merciless operation. It's not the scenario. They've given the ball away. Eritrea are giving us plenty of encouragement of what they're capable of doing since their first serious match in 4 years. They don't play many matches. They don't participate in many qualification rounds. as Namibia go in search of another goal. Shalilila just gets, oh, that's a great effort. Oh no, the volley, come on. Leaning back a little bit too far to get a shot on target. That was there for the taking. That was teed up immaculately. Beautiful option there for Namibia to try and make it 2-0 on the night and 4-1 on aggregate with less than 10 minutes to go. Ball comes out to the right-hand side. There's the cross into the middle. It's Obey. There's a player behind him. If he can get it out wide, he does indeed. Now's a chance with a delivery into the penalty box. It takes deflection. It's going to be a corner for the Red Sea Camels. And Ephraim Alemseged's side can hope that they can get that elusive goal, the goal that they're after. They scored one in the first leg through Ali Suleiman, the 19-year-old midfielder. They want to score another one.
Coming off jersey number 16, Saeed Mohammed.
So we have a change with Mohamed Saeed going off, and he's replaced by Alexander Walu. Now let's see if we get a goal from this corner. Plenty of white shirts up into the penalty box. There's a chance for a shot. Oh no! Well, I don't know where that was going. That's two shots. The two last shots have been quite off target, haven't they? Here's Okbey. Oh, he has the ball taken away from him. Shalilila. He's got support out wide with Kamatuka. Kamatuka, can he get past his man? Oh, he goes down. He fell down. He knows it. Don't call a penalty, a free kick or anything. You don't need to. 8 minutes to go. Eob gets the ball into the midfield, picked up by the substitute Alexander. Alexander, that's a neat pass to get the ball to Tekleski. Solomon. Well, they're camping out around the edge of the penalty area at the moment, just trying to find a path into the penalty box. On that occasion, they couldn't get through the thicket, but it's going to be a corner now for Namibia as the ball goes out. Great work up front by Shalilila. Peter Shalilila doing really well, putting pressure on this Eritrean defence. And is that Limbondi taking it over on that far side? Namibia looking for another goal tonight. It's punched away by Solomon. Tidied up on the edge of the penalty box, goes back. And there's the, that's just, it's an ugly effort, isn't it? Didn't really know what he was doing, I think, Dion Hotto there. The apology comes in very swiftly. Great player from Swakopmund in Namibia, which is it's west of the Namibian capital, on the coast. Well, for the people who are watching this across the country, whether they're on the Skeleton Coast or on the Namib Desert, on the edge of one of the oldest deserts in the world, and one of the highest deserts in the world. Having said that, Namibia are on the verge of qualification for the next phase of qualification, of course, which will be the Big Boys Club. 40 top-ranked nations. That's well, it was a little bit ambitious, but Why not? Kamatuka trying to tee himself up with a glorious goal-scoring shot that never was. And it'll be an interesting scenario. What happens next is that the 28 lower-ranked teams, of course, which will become 14, will join the 26 higher-ranked teams to make 40 teams. So we'll have then 40 nations, 10 groups of 4. One team, the team that finishes top, which will make 10, of course. They'll play 2-leg playoffs, there'll be a draw, and then the 5 winners will qualify for Qatar 2022. Yes, it's a long process, but it's a process. And there's a chance for Goitom. Oh, a brilliant save. And Kazapua comes to the rescue. Goitom teed it up perfectly. He knows how to finish. He's most definitely one of the best players on the pitch for Eritrea, if not the best player on the pitch. I think with his experience of playing in Spain, Italy, Sweden, etc., he knows what it's like to score a goal on the big stage. Well, that's a good downward header and an opportunity. Well, he nearly managed to flick that past the goalkeeper, Tekleski. And we've got another corner. Complaints coming in to the referee, Mr. Danon of the Côte d'Ivoire. Can they get that goal? That elusive goal. There's the delivery. Well, plenty of space at the... There's a chance for a shot. Get the shot in. There's the shot. Is it? Oh, no, the goalkeeper, Kazapua, he did a brilliant job there, didn't he? But the opportunities, well, if you can't take advantage, then you'll never get through these kinds of matches. And they've had a couple of good scoring opportunities, that being one of them. Goitom should have rammed that past the goalkeeper, Kazapua. Here they are down the left flank here with Dion Otto. Otto gets the ball down to the ever-present Shalulila. Shatembi. Dion Otto. Back to Fredericks. Here he is again. Oh, yeah, it came off the arm. It's going to be a free kick, but, well, a bit unfortunate there. Tekleski was grounded, but it's a free kick for Namibia. 2 minutes to go. And they're on the verge of celebration, Namibia. You can celebrate. Hey, this is just one step in the right direction. It's a very long and treacherous path. And you obviously know that having gone through this preliminary round of qualifying home and leg matches, you know that the next group stage will be very difficult because every team above you will be higher ranked. A chance for Stephanus or Limbondi. Stephanus it is. Oh. Well, he wins the corner. That wasn't going anywhere near the target from Willie Stephanus, the African Stars player. Well, it goes over the top and out of play. It's going to be a goal kick. Rwanda crushing Seychelles 4-0 tonight to qualify, 7-0 on aggregate. And Togo Claude Loise's Togo going through as well, an opportunity. It's a good effort. Oh, he's got the crossover nearly, Kamatuka. And if it wasn't for the Eritrean defenders, they defended valiantly in the second half. The Red Sea Camels, which is probably one of my favorite names or nicknames of an African nation. Another corner. Last few seconds. Oh, That's just not on target from Stefanos.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 minutes of additional time.
Well,
The first time for Namibia 1, Eritrea 0.
3 minutes of added time.
Namibia 3, Eritrea 1.
Sudan eliminating Chad to go through in Omdurman. It's where Al Hilal play, of course, that wonderful little stadium in the middle of the desert. And a foul in the middle of the pitch there. And Guinea-Bissau have beaten Sao Tome and Principe 2-1 to qualify. Long ball at field, Namibia. That's a great ball. Oh, it should be in the back of the net. There it is. Oh, he's done it. Shalulila. Shalulila. The Highlands Park man missed chances in the first leg, but that was smashed home beautifully past the goalkeeper, Solomon, who didn't have a chance. It was perfectly teed up for him, and he drilled the ball past the goalkeeper to make it 2-0 on the night for Namibia, and 4-1 to ensure qualification for the next group stage of qualifiers. He's been emphatic, he's been ever present, he's been showing off his skills with a little bit of show boating, and now he finally gets that goal that he thoroughly deserves. Shalulila making it 2-0 on the night, doubling their scoreline after Limbondi's 25th minute effort. We're into the last minute, and you can see that the deflated Eritreans just going for goal right from kickoff. Know that it's all over. The Red Sea Camels will be heading back to the Horn of Africa, where they will have to focus on their next bid for qualification for another competition, which will be the Africa Cup of Nations, of course, in Cameroon in 2 years' time. The World Cup dreams will be over. Eritrea pushing forward. They're in the last chance, last gasp saloon. On a mission to make it 2-1 on the night. It's not going to happen. This is Dion Hotto. Oh, the delivery, the control just letting him down. Shalulila, what are you up to? Sorted out. Final whistle has been blown by Mr. Danon of the Côte d'Ivoire. Namibia have successfully qualified for the group stage and group stage of the qualification campaign for Qatar 2022. Beating Eritrea 4-1 on aggregate, 2-0 tonight, 2-1 in the first leg in Asmara. And Bobby Samaria, the caretaker coach who replaced Riccardo Manetti, has done a sterling job in leading the Brave Warriors through this tricky battle against Eritrea. Limbondi, in the 25th minute, Shalulile, 92. That's when he scored his goal, 2 minutes into added time. 4-1 the final score, Namibia through, and they'll be jumping with joy across Windhoek and across the Skeleton Coast, of course, in southwestern Africa. After this victory, these fans will be thrilled with this result. As I said, it's just it's one of the first steps towards qualification for Qatar 2022. Still a lot of obstacles before they get there, that's for sure. But they controlled this match, they bossed this match, they showed off their qualities with the likes of Shatembi and Shalulila and Shilongo, of course, working really hard. Dion Hotto was brilliant down that left side. And the defenders at the back with Horeb marching up that right flank. Limbondi with the goal, of course, that just took away a little bit of the pressure, even though they did have 2 away goals in the bag. And an Eritrean defensive blunder that allowed him to drill the ball past the goalkeeper, Solomon, before that second goal scored by Shalilila of Highlands Park. And a fine sweeping move down the right side. First time finish for the captain of Namibia to make it 2-0 on the night, and of course 4-1 on aggregate. Hope you've enjoyed it. Congratulations to Namibia. The Brave Warriors are safely through to the next stage of World Cup qualifying. We'll see you very soon for more African football. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.